Hey everyone, and welcome back to another EV Geek Studio review. As always, he is Sebastian, I am Joel, and this is a 6-seater Model X, of course, Tesla. Sebastian, these cars have been around for a while, but tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I've never really spent much time on Model X. Obviously, know about all the weird stuff that they do. We'll talk about that more. This is kind of a premium SUV. You know, Model S's are premium sedan, X's are SUV. 6-seater, has really funky rear doors that feel over-engineered for no reason. I'll get into that in a little bit. And really, Model X, almost to me, I don't know, Cybertruck maybe is the right answer.
Yep.
This almost feels like the redheaded stepchild of the Tesla lineup.
It does.
It seems like the car that everyone just kind of goes, to, you know?
Yep.
Just buy a Model Y, or if you want an actual luxury SUV, you're probably going to buy something different. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Tesla fanboys are already in the comments writing. But to me, Model X has never been one that really spoke to me.
Yeah.
But I am excited to check out and see what's going on. You know, this has about a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, 300-ish miles of range. I'll have to remind myself the exact number. For some reason, it just blanked. We just had a really interesting experience of a car that I don't know if we'll talk about, but
with Gronk.
That sounds way worse than it is.
We had an
but
experience
anyway,
with Gronk, yes.
But yeah, I am interested to see kind of Model X and compare kind of, you know, we've spent time obviously with Model Y. You own one, I haven't. See kind of how that compares, like suspension-wise or whatnot. And yeah, I'm just excited to check it out.
All right, so just like always, we'll do a quick outside review, head on in, show you the interior, infotainment, take it for a drive, and then give you our final thoughts. Once again, huge shout out to Evolve Auto for letting us borrow this for a few hours. So see you in a second. All right, Sebastian, go ahead and give us a tour of this Model X. What year was this again?
I think this one's a 22.
Got 22, gotcha.
Tesla, if you ever want to like make me happy, on the screen, you know, where you go into the software info and it tells you the model and how many miles on the car, you should also put what year the car is in there. That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
I'd really like that, actually.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, this is a 2022 Model X. That said, not much different. They did just refresh them for the newer model year, but really that just seemed like a big visual refresh. So they put like a new front bumper on it. Anyway, not a lot different.
Yeah.
2022 Model X, 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. EPA estimated range is like 320 something. That said, Tesla and EPA estimated range until very recently didn't really matter. Now it seems like they actually kind of beat their EPA estimated range, but I digress. This has the 22-inch wheels on it. That's what they look like. Anyone who has a Model X, let me know. Are these little inserts factory or are those an accessory? I've like tried to yank on them some, but I can't get them to come off. So I don't know. Feels like an accessory. Anyway, coming around, this being a Tesla, you got cameras literally everywhere. So there's your repeater camera. You got your B-pillar camera up here. Model X does have power doors. So I'll pop that and you'll see it will actually swing all the way open. And it is smart enough like me. I can also...
Maybe not. There we go.
You can close it by pressing the button, but if it's smart enough too, like if I'm standing here and hit the button.
Yeah, because you were close to a wall when we pulled this out of the garage.
And it'll actually stop, which is nice. Anyway, power opening doors on Model X and power closing. Although I feel like closing, it's easier just to swing it with your hand. Anyway, here's the real party trick.
Yep.
Model X has gull wing doors for some reason, but they're smart doors. Like I'm gonna not move. I'm just gonna stand right here. They're supposed to be smart doors. It did just hit me and then stop. But that's how they open. Seems over-engineered. That said, I guess it does make it real easy to get in the car.
In the older Model X's, and I talked with Colin, there was a lot of issues with the sensors and the X-Wing doors. known how far to go up and down and things like that. So,
but yeah, you can take a quick peek here at the second row. Again, these are 6-seater configs, so you get captain chairs in the middle, 2 seats in the back. We've only got 1 seat up currently. We'll get back there in just a second. In typical Tesla fashion, you do have your rear screen there, where you can do climate control, media control. There's some toy box apps.
So yep, you have the tap to power fan. You have 2 USB-Cs. As you can see, you can adjust the seats in front of you. I never understood.
Ooh, the third row's heated.
Third row is heated. So we have heated seats. As you can see, you can access your Netflix, YouTube, Twitch, Hulu back here. You also have, like he said, the toy box games you can play. I think you can connect to your USB remote.
Okay.
With that, or Bluetooth remote or controller. To do that, you have your settings down here. I can see your Bluetooth and all that, and control your volume, and you have your temperature settings. So really cool.
Yeah, you can also see on the back here, you have the buttons for the
cup holders too. Yep.
To open and close your door here on the pillar. And if you want to hop out, I'll get in the third row. I won't make you do it.
You'll try at least.
At least try.
Watch out for that cup holder I opened up too.
So let me pop that all the way forward.
Yep.
You press and hold the button. Just keep pressing and holding. You notice the entire seat moves.
It tilts up, which is nice.
Which is nice if you have like a car seat installed. Because, you know, when you have the fold and all that, it doesn't really work with car seats. So the fact that the seat kind of moves and gets out of the way like that is a plus. Getting in the back, way easier to get in because of this massive headroom. Once I'm back here, headroom is tight back here. I mean, I'm on the glass. I have to slouch some, which is fine. To put the seat back, there you go. It's about as far as you can do.
And if I had to get in here, that would be a little tight for me.
I am 6 foot tall though.
And I am 6 foot
I
tall.
do appreciate though if you want to pass that back to me real quick.
I will. There you go.
You do get air vents in the third row, which is nice. Boom, boom. You also have, which my big thigh is covering it. You do have cup holders down there. This one's got a little roughage back there, but it is a used car. If it makes sense. You also get a light. And I mean, you do get glass above your head, which does help a lot with the headroom. Let me hand that back to you. And the only way I can tell to put the seat down from here is to... Okay, you do have to press and hold it. I was wondering if it was smart enough to kind of... It's not tilting forward now.
Nope. So you have to get out.
Okay. Which it is definitely harder to get out when it doesn't tilt forward.
Yep.
Anyway, to close the gull wing door, from the outside, you have this little red button here. Lights up. Press in. You can see it comes down, latches in. Charge port. Back driver's side, like always. Press in on it, pops open. NACS connector,
of course.
as expected. To close, you give it a little...
Painted butt washing your Teslas, and you go over that, and the door constantly opens and closes. So
I wouldn't know. I've never watched a Tesla. Nope. On the rear end, you have a power spoiler. You can see this one's popped up. They're like where Evolve put their logo. Again, huge thanks to them for letting us borrow this. You can pop the trunk. Got a button here. Decent sized trunk for a third row. I mean, most of these third rows have fairly small cargo spaces. You can pop open. You do have a gigantic underfloor. So that is a victory. That is a win. And I just broke it. In typical me fashion. You do also have a 12-volt outlet here on this side, which is nice. So you have a little bit of power for accessories of whatever form. And one thing I do want to make sure we show,
back in a little bit.
You do have a power trunk as well, which is nice. I'm gonna open this side real quick. I do want to show how you do this because it took me a second to figure it out. So I'm gonna scoot this all the way forward. Hey, it's tilting, yay.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel already knows where I'm going. It took me forever to figure this out. It's embossed in the leather, the button you press to raise and lower the seat, and you can hear it will engage, and then you can kind of toss that up.
Yep. It's kind of hard to find if you aren't looking for it.
And then from the trunk, you would hit the same button to unlock and pull that down.
Gotcha.
And then we'll pop that back in position.
All right.
And the only other thing to look at will be the front trunk, so give me a second. You do have to use it, open it from the screen or the app if you own the car. Let me power open that door. Nice. Come in here. Front.
As you can see, very deep and wide front trunk. Got your washer fluid.
Ooh, carpeted. I didn't realize these were carpeted on the X. So you're not using it as an ice chest.
Nope. And probably there's no drain either. So
Nope.
The drain, you got your tow hook there on the inside too.
Yeah. And like most Teslas, to close, except for the new standard,
Yep.
you do have to come in and then kind of give it a little firm push.
Yep.
Ready to
All
hop in?
Let's hop in. All right, we have made our way inside Model X. Sebastian, I mean, this should be a quick interior tour because there's not much to an interior to a Tesla.
So this in typical Model X and Model S faction, you do have your double screen layout here. So you have your gigantic touchscreen, and you have kind of this. So whereas normal Teslas on the single screen, you have the little fly around of the car, that comes up here instead. You have your wireless phone charger here, as well as where you put your key card. Tap it there to start the car. You got this nice kind of wood finish here. You pop this open, cup holder, fully open. You can then slide that forward, and you have an even deeper storage pocket. Oh no. You can also slide the cup holders out of the way to have better access. You have a light in here. You also have 2 USB-C ports. Oh, I said a light. That is actually not a light. What is that? Oh, 12-volt outlet. And 2 USB-C ports. Pop that, pop that. They meet together. Pop that. Kind of stops halfway. Slide it forward again.
A lot of sliding. Yep.
Center console as well. Fairly normal size, not super deep. Pop that close. Rear view mirror. Over-engineered sunshades. I do actually like, though, that they get out of the way, so then you just have a wide open view. Pop these out. They are magnetic, which is neat. Fold that up, and then you get a little half fold here as well.
Yep.
And if you fold again, if you want to just look at my side, a mirror.
Look at that. And over here, I'm assuming you got
this
one
actually
too. Yep.
still has the shipping plastic on it.
No one uses it. And
Boom, out of the way. Come in here in the infotainment system. This is a Tesla through and through. So the infotainment system, it's responsive, it's quick, it's pretty good. You kind of see it come up here by default on navigation. We can come in. Teslas do excellent route planning. I want to go to Austin, Texas. Give it a second. Boom. 5 stops, pretty aggressive. However, they're all short stops, 12, 7, 16, 19, 20. Typical for what we see Teslas do.
Yeah.
Teslas seem to favor you charger hopping versus sitting and stopping for 80%. I also did notice,
in each one of those stops, it looks like we're getting there at 10%.
Yeah, I did also just notice, though, you can actually tell it, I'm okay to do fewer stops.
Yep.
So now it's 3 stops for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to charger hop, I didn't realize they had added the ability for you to do that. So I must have done that since you got rid. Oh, even can choose, I'd rather stop places with amenities, which police department don't know.
That's not a good charging stop.
But you can see bakery, Olive Garden, outlets. Cool. I actually kind of like that.
Yep.
Well,
so if you want to quickly get somewhere, fewer stops, or if you're in no rush.
I do like, actually, before I say what I wish, I do like it tells you what speed of chargers you're going to are.
And how many available are.
You can tell busy times, pricing based on, gives you some pictures of what the site looks like and what's around it. I do appreciate that. I do wish it would tell you, like, what am I charging to?
Yeah.
It's 12 minutes, but am I going to 80%? Am I going to 90%?
We noticed in the Rivian, it told us what charge we were going to, yes.
You can also come in, you can set up, hit the wrong button there, my bad. You can do arrival energy, online routing. Uh-oh, I hit a button, hit the wrong button. Yes, accidentally turned off the online routing. You can set what you want to arrive to charging stops with. You can go down to 5%, nice. Put it back on 10, that's where it was set to before.
Out of spec mode and 5%.
In trip, and I believe you can also search for non-Tesla charging now. Stop that.
Unless we haven't updated this car yet for it.
Yeah, it might not be on the version for that. Because I remember it is available. But anyway. Come in, you also have your typical vehicle menu where you can come in, you have all your controls. So I keep accidentally, we'll talk about that in a second actually.
He loves the yoke, by the way.
You can open your gold ring doors from here. You can open and close your driver and passenger door. Front, trunk controls, your vehicle lock, charge port, screen brightness, crank that up some. You can raise suspension. This does have air suspension, which is nice. You have your mirror controls, steering controls. You have a glove box. Boom. Typical Tesla glove box. I didn't know it did that.
Neither did I. Oh.
Okay, I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
And you can tilt it to now face.
Look at that.
Cool.
Interesting. So
I
if
didn't
you're
know it
waiting in
did
a
that.
car for someone while the driver's inside doing something, you can tilt it to you.
Cool. More you know.
Yep.
You got your typical pedal and steering stuff. So right now it's in acceleration.
Same.
We'll have fun with that later. You can change steering
There's
weight.
drag strip mode too.
Love that. You have drag strip mode. You again have air suspension, so you can come in and adjust ride height. It is a temporary raise, and you can set it if you want it to auto raise at this location, or, oh yeah, I'm standing on the brakes, that's my bad. So I don't want to actually do it every time, but I do like that you can kind of tell it like, oh, I know I'm going somewhere with a steep driveway. I'm going to raise up, and it'll automatically raise every time you go there again.
It'd be nice for my house.
Put it back on low.
Yep.
Your charge menu, so you can set your charge limits here. They do recommend 80% max for your daily limit, and then you can go to 100% for a trip. You can also change charge current. You only have 48 onboard charger. They used to do 80 amp, so you can bump down to 12 amp, 5 amps. Wow! And you can see it's location based as well, which is nice. Your autopilot settings. This does not have FSD. This is just traffic aware cruise control and auto steer. Locks, lights, seats. You can move seats around when they're not occupied, which is nice. So I can move like second row seats around some, as well as turn on and off heated seats for each seat. Your display brightness, anything else to care about. Software, as always, Tesla does over-the-air updates, and you can come in here and you can see that it actually has one available. You can hit release notes. I did this last time. I actually hit the wrong little, there we go. And it will show you release notes for each version, kind of what they're adding.
And there is an update too.
There is an update available, but I don't want to wait 50 minutes for it to apply.
Yep.
Let's see, anything else I want to show off? You can easily subscribe to FSD if I wanted to. You can also add in like monthly premium connectivity, annual, like that you can do all from the car. Yep. Pretty nice and simple. You put it in gear by, you can just put your foot on the brake and hit drive. You can also swipe.
No stocks.
No stocks. Let's talk about the yoke.
Yep. Sebastian hates the yoke.
Here's why I don't like it. If this was like the Cybertruck, where steer by wire, and this was a full rotation, and this was a full rotation, it'd be fine. Yep. But it's not. This is the normal Model X, Model S steering wheel. So you have to hand over hand, and so you hand, there's not anything to grab.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such an adjustment, and you end up kind of grabbing in the wrong place all the time. At least I do. I'm not used to it, but no stock. So you have your turn signals on the yoke. Tap there. You come up here. I think you can actually change that to come up on. Where is that? I don't remember. Display. Blind spot. Yeah, driver display. I actually prefer it this way.
Yeah.
Hit it. It pops up on the screen that's right in front of your face. Pops up right in front of your face again. But again, no stock. You press the button to do it. Yep. Have your button here for your high beams as well. Press and hold to keep them on. Tap on flash, makes sense. You can quickly pull cameras here. Well, you can when it's not doing that. Oh my gosh, it's really telling us stuff. There you go. You also have your cruise control feature, your windshield wipers, and voice assistant. Let me make sure we're back in park. We are, okay. You can also, it does the whole auto thing. So like I'm on the brake, I can tap the brake. We're now in drive.
Yep. It
kind of tries to figure out based on your surroundings, tap to park.
So if there's something in front of you, a car in front of you, it will notice it should reverse it.
Right.
Yep. What are some like fun features on here?
So yeah, of course, Teslas, you get your built-in media service. So like you can log into Spotify, which I need to come in here and log back out of. There
we go.
Cool. They've added Grok. This is interesting. Good Lord. So by default, you can just ask a question. So like, hey, can you tell me about Evolve Auto in North Little Rock?
Sure. Evolve Auto's that spot specializing in electric vehicles. Think Teslas, Hyundais, all the plug-ins. They're at 700 West Broadway, right off the river trail if you want to test drive one while eyeing the water.
We're at the river trail right now. Oops, I stopped it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell it to stop listening for a second.
Exit right from Evolve, hang a left onto Maple, and you'll hit the trail in under 2 minutes.
Great.
There you go.
You can come in, you can change the voices.
Some of these were interesting.
And this is unfortunate. I didn't realize Grok had all this stuff in here.
There's a feature you can turn it off and on with.
Yes. I got a little sad for humanity seeing sexy as an option, and it goes pretty far.
It does.
And we weren't trying to get it to go pretty far. It was a complete, anyway, yeah, was upsetting. I'm gonna turn you back off and close that of you. Anyway, but yeah, they added that at some point, which I can see maybe the just AI feature, just being able to randomly ask questions and have it search,
Yes.
being handy, but at the same time,
Not to replace the significant other.
right.
Yes.
Golly. Anyway, typical Tesla climate menu. You can come in here. You have your dog mode, camp mode. Love that. Heated yoke, heated seats, cooled seats. Also, just put them on auto. Move events around by swiping the air. Change fan speed. All that's typical Tesla stuff. I don't have a whole lot else I want to talk about in here.
This huge, large glass.
I love the gigantic glass.
It's
Yes.
not cheap to replace, though.
Yeah, which it does look like it has been replaced because this plastic cover.
I would say
is
probably
off a little
easily you're looking at probably $2,000 probably to replace this.
Yeah.
'Cause it's all one piece.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get this out on the road, and Sebastian will get to kind of see what it feels like to drive one of these. All right, we are now out on the road. As you can see, Sebastian's behind the wheel because I've driven Model
I mean,
X.
behind the yoke.
Behind the yoke, sorry. Wheel, yoke, tomato. He has never driven a Model X before. I've driven several of them. So, Sebastian, yoke still bother you?
Yes.
Well, we're going in a straight line, so.
We're kind of going, but I did like when we were pulling out, just having to, I don't like having to do this because I can't hand over, like there's not a traditional hand over hand method for it.
Mhm.
Suspension's definitely better than Model Y. It's, air suspension. It is in medium ride height right now on comfort settings, so that makes sense. Wind noise feels about the same. Road noise feels honestly about the same to me.
Got a little sprinkle happening right now.
Got a little bit of sprinkle happening right now. We're about to get on the highway, and I might not get to even use autopilot, unfortunately, because it says the cameras are calibrating, and they've been calibrating for a while now.
Yeah.
They've been right at that almost done phase, it seems, for the last 4 or 5 miles.
Maybe once we get on the nice freeway here, we'll finish up. Because I noticed if you ever have to, get your windshield replaced or anything like that, don't let them charge you to recalibrate the cameras. It's literally a button you push in the menu. They'll charge you, honestly, they'll try to charge you $200 or $300 to, quote, recalibrate the camera. Basically, you push a button, you drive around for 30 minutes, and then recalibrate it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so getting on the interstate here, up to speed.
These things have plenty of power, even for this to not be the Plaid or whatever, just a dual motor
It's the base
powertrain.
Yep.
Every dual motor Tesla has plenty of get up and go, as you kind of expect. We are still calibrating.
This whole one glass feature here is very unique.
Yes, I mean, I really like it because it, it's just like I am completely open to the road.
It's almost like you had the top down or something like that.
Yeah. Still calibrating. Darn.
Yep.
Because while it's calibrating, it won't even let me do adaptive cruise control because these don't have radars.
Yep.
It's a camera only system, so it is what it is.
Yep.
That said, out here, yeah, it's about as I expect Tesla to be. There's a decent bit of road noise, decent bit of wind noise. It's kind of what I expected.
Teslas aren't known for their quiet cabins. At least on the older models, they're not known for their quiet cabins.
That said, Tesla is known. It has a really good sound system.
Oh yes, it does.
The radio is great. So if you're listening to music like a normal person, it would be while you're driving or podcasts or whatever else, you can easily drown out all the noises that I'm hearing right now.
We just hear it because we're quiet with their radio on. Yep.
Man, wish I could do autopilot. I mean, it's autopilot. It's just base. But I say that, but Tesla's now starting to ship cars that don't have autopilot.
Yep.
So, I mean,
how do you feel about that?
The hardware's there. Yep. I don't understand why you wouldn't do it, especially on the Model 3 and Y standard, because those are still, fairly expensive cars.
Yep.
And the competition does lane centering or whatever, because since you don't have autopilot, you don't have lane centering.
I like how you can see the suspension data
it gives
while
you
you're driving.
a lot of info.
Tells you the ride height, that it changes as you're moving. Tells you the dampening and everything like that.
Which, I mean, that's one thing, is Tesla gives you all the data, really. I mean, the fact that you can go in, press and hold the model name, type in service, and now you're in service mode, and you can see the nitty-gritty about your car.
Yep.
I mean, that's all super cool. I love Tesla's that open on stuff like that. The Tesla Supercharger network is still one of the best networks out there, and is easy and ubiquitous, and the car routes you to them. And
there's no thinking or planning. You just get in.
You tell it where you want to go, and you go.
So some of the other EVs, you still got to kind of plan it out. Some of the chargers are there, some are not. Some you got. It's better to use, like for my kid, an ODB to kind of calibrate with a better route planning to give you that accuracy and things like that. Tesla, basically, just get it and go.
Yeah.
It does everything for you.
Yeah. So, I can also see it automatically put itself in low now that we're out on the highway, which makes sense. That's kind of what you would expect it to do.
And it's in comfort mode.
And it's still in comfort mode. But yeah, we're still calibrating, so no autopilot this trip. Oh well. But yeah, it drives exactly like I kind of expected to do. It feels like a Model S, but taller. Teslas drive like Teslas do, which is not a bad thing.
Yep. So Tesla says this competes with other three-row SUVs, but I don't see how it competes with the Rivian, the Rivian R1S, the Kia EV9, and those.
Yeah, because those are all bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is a 3-row, but that 3rd row is not very big.
No.
So yeah, I think we should still compare it to an R1S just for giggles, just for fun.
Yep.
Hey, it stopped calibrating.
Yes, it did.
Yay. We can actually do it here in a sec.
All right.
As soon as I get out.
Told you, once you get in that, I'm telling you, one thing in my Model Y that I've done a lot is replaced about 3 windshields. Once you hit that recalibration, just get on like a main highway, not a city road, and just drive for 2 or 3 miles at 60, 70 miles an hour. It recalibrates pretty fast.
So there's one thing we haven't talked about yet.
Ooh, what's that?
So the pricing on this.
So yes.
I don't remember what he has it listed for. Model X used pricing is honestly kind of all over the place.
I think it's in the 50s?
I think so, but let's talk about new.
So
these things are $100,000 again.
Yep. So you think about this in R1S.
Yeah, which is also like almost $100,000.
And a top of the line, but think about a top of the line Kia EV9. I think that Land Edition. Yeah, the software's not as good. That's 80. So
yeah.
I mean, and what EX90? So
you've got EX90, which is around the $90,000 mark.
You have the Gravity now.
You've got Gravity now, which is currently more than that, but eventually there will be cheaper versions, allegedly.
But if you want a traditional 3-row SUV, where actually the 3rd row is functional, yeah, I mean, it's the pricing. They made the pricing go back up on this in Model
Now,
S.
some of that's too, they're forcing you to do that Lux package, which includes like their windshield replacements and supercharging and a bunch of other stuff. So like you are getting stuff. And I think that also includes FSD.
Yep.
Things like that. So like you are getting some niceties for that extra $10,000 that they're tacking on for that. But at the same time, they're forcing you to essentially pay $100,000, almost $100,000 for one of these.
Gotcha. You're in.
I am in autopilot now. It is vibrating the wheel. It does have auto steering on, right? Yeah. Okay. It just doesn't really feel like it's doing much. It's not. Interesting.
Tesla Vision is on with Park Assist.
Oh, hold on. That's my fault. Double tap. Always forget it's a double tap.
So we can make it a single tap. It was set to double tap.
Gotcha.
Now
there we go. Now we're in. You can tell we're in because someone turned on Rainbow Road in the settings.
We're going. So.
And this is much better. It's actually lane centering.
But compare this to any other, driver assist software. It's miles ahead.
Yeah, and even basic auto steer is still pretty well above where
you don't get the ping pong motion.
Right.
Like
some cars
my
are.
Kia E6 get that yet.
My Ioniq 5 doesn't ping pong. Not an issue I have.
Really?
Which you'd think it's the same system, so...
I don't know if it's just me or maybe it was just a windy... I mean, when I noticed that driving to Nashville, we had that issue, but it was also very windy out too.
Yeah.
So
now, I have other gripes of the HGA system, but ping pong is not really one I have. But yeah, autopilot, is rock solid. And it's not a hands-free system, but it is not complaining.
Yep.
I'm curious to know how long it will go before it complains.
Well, you only got a half mile to the exit. So.
Oh, I said it didn't have the sensors. It does still have ultrasonics.
Yep.
Nice. They did definitely take those away at some point, but this one still has them.
Still riding along?
Yep. Coming up, we're getting up on a slower car, which is fine because we're about to hop off the highway. And yeah, this would be fine for a road trip. The charging's not anything to really... It's not amazing. It's not incredible. It's fine.
Tesla doesn't have amazing charging curves.
That's kind of, again, the software, though, does help you optimize, though.
Yep.
The software kind of takes that into account, and that's why it makes you charger hop.
Yep.
So, like, you might be stopping more frequently, but it's having you do, shorter stops.
Or you can set it like you found out to longer stops.
Yeah.
If you want to just get in and go and pedal to the metal. So, yeah.
All right. Let's wrap here, and then we'll do our final thoughts once we get back to Evolve.
See you in a bit. All right, we've made it back to Evolve Auto. Final thoughts, Sebastian.
Yeah, so, ultimately, this drove exactly how I expected it to. I kind of have gathered that all the Teslas kind of carry that same feeling as you drive. Not a bad thing.
Yep.
Because Tesla's got really good one-pedal tuning. Their driver assistance features are pretty dang solid. You know, their ride, like their ride while being a little rough under like uneven road and such, ultimately is fine, perfectly adequate and normal for a vehicle of this class. I don't like the yoke still. I still can't get used to it. I want a wheel. I want to be able to actually hand over hand and not have to fully move my arm and kind of grab like that. Not for me. But the argument is, oh, well, you can use FSD.
Yep.
And you don't have to hold the yoke.
Yep.
Spend $8,000 or $100 a month and you do that.
Or
whatever.
You just replace the yoke.
Which
with an aftermarket steering wheel.
FSD is pretty dang good now, except this is a hardware 3 car, so you don't get whatever the newest version is, and who knows if you ever will.
Yep. They say they will.
They say they will. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's got plenty of power. One pedal tuning's good. Brakes are good.
Yep. Suspension's
Perfectly acceptable. I can't imagine spending $100,000 on one of these.
Yeah, I mean, that's my kind of philosophy. If I'm spending $100,000, I want it to be Hummerish. You know, I want it to just be meaty, everything like that, or just super luxury.
Yes, I want it to either be like I am showing off,
yes,
or it is a really, really nice
or
car.
it's an Escalade or something like that. Even though those are more than 100, but yeah, but just, and that's kind of some things Tesla gets knocked on, or it's kind of its simplicity. You're paying $99,000 for just a car with a screen, but then again, its software is amazing.
Yes,
it outduels every other software company out there or EV company out there when it comes to software. So yeah, I mean, that's where I get it. And the nice thing is, if you drive a Model Y and you have the software and you get in a Model 3, it's 95% the same. Yeah. There's not much difference unless you have the air suspension, things like that. So yeah, but I totally agree with you. It's just hard to wrap around spending $99,000 on it. But on the used market, you get one for a really good deal. Yeah. You get, I think, $53,000 for this one.
For this one that's newer, and you can go older and have mostly the same car.
Yep.
And get even cheaper. So yeah.
All right, that's a wrap. Once again, huge shout out to Evolve Auto for letting us borrow this baby for a few hours. Don't forget, before you leave, subscribe, hit the notification icon so you know when new videos like this drop. We have videos that come out every week. And we will see you again on another EV Geek Studio review. So long, everyone.
Bye.